China is the top export market for Washington cherries. The country buys about 2.9 million cases of the fruit each year, and that is worth $127 million.
We started to develop that market 11 years ago, and went from zero to 2017, roughly $140 million. And the industry shipped, had a record crop last year. We produced over 260,000 tons of cherries, and 33,000 tons of cherries went to China, and that's roughly 13% of total production. And the estimated value of the industry last year was just over $1 billion, and as I mentioned, in China represent about 140 million, so 14% of that.
Data from the Northwest Horticultural Council in Yakima, Washington, shows that China also bought about $50 million worth of apples and $1.5 million worth of pears from the state last year. Those fruits were also included in trade disputes. Growers are concerned that if the trade tensions continue to escalate, Chinese consumers may look elsewhere for the produce.
We're already facing a 10% import duty, 13% value-added tax, and now with an additional 15%. So we're looking at a minimum 35% tax on top of on cherries, USA cherries. That is definitely a concern, because right now, depends on the seasons. Chinese consumer pays anywhere from between $7 to $10 a pound of USA cherries. So you added 15% on top of that, they could be paying $12 a pound. And when you're paying that much money for cherries, you have a lot more options, other options, right? So that's a concern that we have.
Chinese government also unveiled its list of American imports it plans to impose tariffs on Monday. Economic forecasters say that the impact of the move should be limited, but investors worry that a global economic recovery might be stalled if other governments respond by raising import barriers too. Lilu, CGTN.